modern pilgrimage started at the University Education Department, with the ancient Cathedral of Durham in sight. With tablet in hand, we, either by foot or by car, descended to the river, then ascended the winding, cobbled, modern-day medieval streets, with cars, buses and tourists, rather than penitent pilgrims, blocking our way. We passed through the crowds to the sanctuary and sanctity of the cathedral square, and we felt truly blessed. The sun was shining, the company was pleasant and relaxed, and we were intoxicated by this rare and unexpected opportunity granted to us to record images of our visit to this historic building. The dichotomy of our newly discovered tablets and our ancient surroundings was highlighted perfectly by the presentation of our guide, filled with both a warmth and passion for the history of the place, and a generous and patient understanding of our purpose and our high-tech enthusiasm. We were introduced to a modern living cathedral filled with ancient images and symbols, the new housed comfortably within the wonder and magnificent beauty of the old. Our guide brought to life the story of the cathedral. When the Lindisfarne monks fled the Holy Island in 875, they took with them a coffin containing the incorrupt body of 7th century Saint Cuthbert and the head of Saint Oswald, the 7th century Christian king of Northumbria. 120 years later, a final resting place was found, a shrine constructed, and above that shrine, Durham Cathedral rose. Both in 1104 and after the Reformation, Cuthbert's coffin was opened, and his body still found incorrupt. Sadly, the same cannot be said for his statue. Now, a headless Cuthbert supports the bodiless Oswald. The old Saxon church was later demolished by the Normans, and work started on a brand new building in 1093. In stages, in different styles and construction techniques, the building grew. The evidence of these differing styles and the introduction of the modern methods of the day can clearly be seen. The development of the cathedral is fascinating, especially when explained so clearly by an enthusiastic and well-informed speaker. Despite the sturdy appearance of the striking drum columns in the Romanesque nave, they are in fact hollow. It's likely that the old rubble from the Saxon church lies within them. A mere 140 years later, the cathedral was completed from the shrine in the east to the original entrance via the west door. In the late 12th century, the outside became the inside, with the addition of the Galilee or Lady Chapel, also the resting place of Durham's other star, the father of English history, the Venerable Bede. The collection box still exists by the west door, where pilgrims would have given money before entering. Today's visitors are confronted by a somewhat larger box as they enter through the north door. Thanks to this system of donation, the cathedral does not charge an entry fee. At the heart of the cathedral are the innovative building techniques it incorporates. For the first time in history, rib vaulting and pointed arches were used. Precursors to the Gothic, their load-bearing qualities allowed wooden roofs to be replaced, towers to soar, and massive areas of glass to illuminate. By 1228, the popularity of the cult of Cuthbert required a further extension. Cuthbert's shrine was enlarged and the towering chapel of the 9 altars constructed. One of the striking features of this modern addition are the fossil-rich columns of frostily marble, black carboniferous limestone, laid down in ancient seas 325 million years ago. Lillian, our wonderful guide, spoke with humour about the black line in the floor beyond which no woman could pass. This was a long time ago, she said, when women didn't cross the line. And here we are, centuries later, in those hallowed halls of ancient religious grandeur. And this charming lady, in her 80s, was the star attraction. Then she spoke lovingly of this wooden statue in the Galilee chapel and pointed out the global characteristics in the face. She commented on the modern artwork sitting so comfortably within its ancient surroundings. "She is all women," Lillian told us as she gently stroked the carved head. A demonstration of the changing times and attitudes of society was both understated and yet very powerful. Everywhere we turned there were images to capture, grand and intricate, light and dark, cold, echoing corridors and vibrant colours from floor to ceiling. So we set about trying to create a record, capturing this impression by taking hundreds of photographs, grand and intricate, light and dark, cold corridors, vibrant colours, some good, some bad, several unintended. We were repeatedly reminded of the privilege we had been given, allowing us to take photographs inside the cathedral by being challenged every turn. We are very grateful to have had this opportunity. I heard one visitor comment, "I can't believe these people, in a wonderful place like this, and they're all glued to their tablets." However, the tablets afforded us a unique and rewarding viewpoint, seeing things through the lens that we may not have noticed had we not been on this particular mission. We are also aware that we were probably missing many things that we may indeed have noticed had this visit been for a different reason. Our purpose was to record this experience in photographs, be they factual or abstract. So that's what we did, with an almost religious fervour. The excellent guided tour provided a background and a structure to our visit. The tablets gave us a medium through which to absorb and store the vast and stunning images around us, our eyes and our imaginations leading us in new directions and new ways of seeing. The time came for us to leave. Back outside in the bright sunshine, and during our return journey to the education department across the river, we were struck by how rewarding the experience had been, and of the treasures of Durham Cathedral still to be discovered, a reason to return another time, to immerse ourselves in the fascinating history and stunning architecture without our tablets in hand.